Congratulations on being newly listed on the CSE.
Thank you to everyone tuning back into another newly listed on the CSE clip. I'm Anil Mall. I represent the Canadian Securities Exchange. And today we are talking to Mr. Pratap Sandhu. He is the CEO of Pangea Natural Foods, Inc. Of course, listed on the CSE in early July. And here we are, Pratap. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. I hope you're well.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So the plant-based food sector is super hot, lots of interest from investors and in general. Pratap, why don't you talk to our audience a little bit about Pangea Natural Foods? What is the vision of this company?
Pangea Natural Foods is a wholesaler, retailer, manufacturer of raw ingredients as well as finished goods. So during the pandemic, we realized there's a large shortage of local products in the retail as well as wholesale market. So we were reached out by larger vendors such as Save On Foods, Superstore, Costco, and other various vendors out there. And they wanted local nutritious products at a very good price point. So we realized at that time that there was a big niche and there's a big need of local products. So our first product that we brought out was a handmade plant-based patty, which is now available in over 300 locations across Canada and soon to be in North America.
Got it. Now, before we jump any further, I myself know this, but I'm sure you get these questions all the time. What's the name Pangea Natural Foods? How did you come about this?
It's a great question. So Pangea, the name for Pangea, actually, it was a supercontinent. So it was when the Americas and the Asias were all connected together. That was called Pangea. So Pangea is a very unique name to myself, as well as to other individuals out there. Is a lot of consumers were eating a lot more vegetarian or nutritious products hundreds of years ago, and I feel like that's all coming back again.
Pratap, I want to actually ask a broader question at this time about the overall industry. You know, this plant-based food industry is ever evolving. There's always new products coming to market. What are you and your team seeing as an industry as a whole right now? Or what are the different trends? What do you come across?
So there's a lot of plant-based companies out there, but what differentiates ourselves is that we have plant-based products, but also vegetarian products. So we always focus on providing the best type of ingredients, raw ingredients, as well as finished goods. So we see that there's still a large need for a lot of their consumers that are looking for a lot more nutritious products.
So Pratap, why don't you talk to us a little bit about you and your team's strategy behind going public on the CSE with this company?
Our strategy was to showcase our product. We realized there's a large need for local products inside the retail locations. So we were reached out by larger vendors, larger distributors who were in need of more product. And throughout COVID, there was a large shortage with nothing coming in from overseas, manufacturers shortage of raw ingredients. So we really took advantage of that and stepped in.
Now, I know earlier you mentioned about your plant-based patties. What other products do you have on market?
So our first product was our plant-based patty, which is actually handmade. We decided to make it handmade so you can actually see all of our ingredients inside the patty. Now, our second product was our clarified butter, or known as ghee. This is very special as well. We import it from New Zealand. We have a special permit to import that. And that I could say is definitely probably the best ghee in the world. And New Zealand provides the best butter as well. And that is available in over 300 locations in Save On Foods across Canada. Our next product, which we recently brought out, which is known as a Munchie Mix, which is a unique product as well, as that will be hopefully soon to be available internationally.
I want to talk a little bit about your background, Pratap. How did you get into this space?
So my family has over 20 years of experience in the food industry, from retail to wholesale. So I've always been bred into the business mindset, specifically for food, as well as being able to play professional soccer my whole life. I played professional soccer in over 7 different countries in Europe. And just with health and wellness, I really had a big passion in terms of providing nutritional, healthy, high protein products.
Can you talk to us a little bit about some of your team members that you've assembled to move this company's vision forward?
Definitely. We have a large R&D team, which has over 25 to 30 years of experience in doing tons of R&D, as well as my director. His name is Nashir Varani. He was a founder of a company known as Golden Boy Foods, which eventually was sold to Kraft, for over $700 million. So our team has a large network, as well as a lot of experience in being in the food industry.
And Pratap, you mentioned some very big names when it comes to the Canadian markets like Superstore, Costco, etc. What is the strategy you and your team use to get into more retailers?
So due to our past relationships, being able to distribute into these larger vendors, they rely on us to be providing them new products. So we're at a unique stage right now where they're actually calling us saying, hey, we need more and more product. So we're distributing lots and lots of product out, and we're really excited to bring out more new products, different SKUs out, as well as expand our business. And we've had a lot of retailers reach out to us that are looking for distribution channels. So soon to be, Pangea will be providing distribution channel for other vendors as well.
Excellent. Now, you did mention some names. Are there any plans that your team have, or that you can even talk about right now, for expansion?
Yes, we are looking to move into a new facility shortly. With that being said, is we have large contracts with companies that I could say that are international, not just in North America, but as well as Europe and Asia, as well as some private labels. So we have 2 large vendors who are looking to do private labeling through Pangea.
Excellent. Now, are there any other milestones that you can talk about that our viewers can look out for?
All I can say is that, keep a close eye and see your products. If you travel, or, you're in an airline, or you're in different stores, our goal is to have one product in every aisle. So soon to be, you'll see our Pangea brand in such as flour, some rice, various different products inside the supermarkets.
Got it. So where can our viewers go to read up on your press releases, read your team's background, take a look at some of the products that are on market already?
Of course, yeah. Go to our website, www.pangeafood.com, and you will be able to see all of our information there.
Perfect. Well, Pratap, on behalf of our team at the CSE, I want to welcome you and your team to the exchange. To everybody watching, you've been listening to Mr. Pratap Sandhu. He's the CEO of Pangea Natural Foods, Inc., trades on the CSE under the symbol PNGA. And Pratap, thank you so much for taking the time to educate and talk to us a little bit. I look forward to your and your team's success and hosting you on another one of our programs to talk a little bit more about your progress.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Neil.